Let's go to headline number one this morning. The biggest thing going forward is the U.S. presidential election, whether you want to say it or not. Yes, war in Israel, Gaza, all that stuff may trigger some very serious international things. But a lot of these things are hinging on what we do here, U.S., for us, U.S. Vance and Walz held their vice presidential debate last night, and both candidates talked about their new future going forward. And it's one of those what the hell just happened things, but not like the first debate with Trump and with Biden, where it was like, what the hell is wrong with Biden? Or the second debate with Trump and Harris, where it's like, what the hell is wrong with Trump? It was like these guys showed up and had a healthy debate. In fact, there's a lot of complimenting each other and agreeing with each other and supporting each other along the way. And they didn't bring up dogs and cats being eaten by Haitians or anything like that. Nothing crazy happened last night. No weird exchanges, a couple of back and forths, and one point where they had to shut the mics off because they just wouldn't shut up. We'll give props to the moderators on this one for doing that. And of course, saying we had a lot of stuff to get to. A lot, because like I said, lots to get to. But over the time, and we had last night with Vance and Walz and Vance, new futures emphasizing different paths towards the country. Now, it's amazing, even though we don't really know Walz and don't really trust Vance, why these two guys, why younger people like this, and yeah, they're two white guys, can't be on the heads of the tickets as opposed to Donald Trump, Joe Biden, going forward. Kamala Harris is sort of a consolation prize because Joe Biden essentially dropped out at the last minute. But essentially, instead of two 70-year-old guys, these are two, I guess, Vance maybe late 30s, maybe 40s. Walz is 50-ish or so. Two regular-sized guys in a regular-sized timeline. Why aren't they running for stuff? They spoke on technology, economics, social reform, sustainability. They talked about things in a non-shouting manner. And they didn't make funny faces at each other or sort of throw out things like that. It's an interesting. This is probably the last debate we'll have going forward. And unfortunately, it was the surrogates, the vice president folks, that did the better job in trying to explain their sides. Now, most people are calling this a draw. Maybe Vance won because Vance wasn't so creepy, but Walz wasn't so much out of place, but didn't really hit the punches that he thought he should hit, or we thought he should hit. So your mileage may vary on this debate, but what we do know is this was an actual debate. This was good actual recourse. You don't have to agree with anything they said. You can call each other's liars if you want to, but this is how debates are supposed to go. This is literally how they're supposed to look. Other than, shutting out their mics so they wouldn't shut up. This is how a debate should work. And the other guys running should do one more debate and take this in consideration. If I know one of those guys, well, at least one of them won't, and the other one will do quips against it. So for the show part, Harris and Trump will do a great show. For the debate part, we shall see.